not even in.
Let's go, baby.
No, into here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
No, you gotta say it clear, otherwise you won't be able to hear it.
Let's go, baby.
Paul's actually talking about workouts. He's in the exact same spot we are.
Oh, so you did the SF 120?
Yeah.
Where
I
he's
think we're finishing.
Yeah, like
we're finishing.
you just did the leg one today. Actually,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
we were complaining about.
I'm complaining
Yeah.
about it. I'm just,
Yeah, I feel
my
good.
legs are so sore, man. I
Yeah.
did it on Monday, and they're still sore.
Really?
I woke up this morning, I'm like, holy shit. Second day was like, yeah, it will be the second. No, what's today? Wednesday. Yeah, second day, dude. I'm like sore as hell.
Wow.
But anyways, that leg,
Is that my stuff helping me or something? I don't have that
You
soreness.
don't get a lot of soreness
I don't.
in general that much.
No. And it's
don't
not like
know,
I'm
I
not
do.
trying,
Yeah.
Yeah,
know?
no.
Yeah, I know.
right? Like,
I mean, and I did the one, what was it? So the leg, after the leg was the upper body yesterday, chest and back.
yeah, did that.
I did that
I
yesterday.
think we have and then I did the shoulders and arms one today.
Oh, so you're done.
So I think I
Oh,
have
you-
one
you
more. I think I
reversed
have
it.
that upper body one. I think I have one more upper body.
Yeah,
Or
you
chest
have
and
the
back. Maybe
chest and
I
back.
have the chest and back one, and then
Which
That's
I
it.
did already.
you did.
Right?
And
don't
I
know
did.
what-
Yeah.
So I only have that shoulder and I think what was it? Shoulder and biceps, triceps. Arms.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah,
I did.
no,
today.
it's just bicep and shoulder,
Oh,
period.
just
No, arm. Yeah, shoulders, arms,
And then a bit of
core, and then
abs.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Chest,
I'll do that
back.
tomorrow.
Yeah. That one was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Like, really intense.
So you're done then.
Shoulders and arms.
Again, we did that.
No, we did a different. Like we did that. We didn't do that.
We did ladder.
Yeah, that was
Right.
just like we could do. That wasn't really on
so it
there. That
wasn't
was just
that,
something
okay.
that we could do to kind of keep it.
You're just fucking with me then.
No, that one it was like because
See, I tell him
I think we were trying to
he
keep
gives me
biceps
workoups
low.
that destroy me, right? And
Yeah.
I just think that,
That's
he
part of the
had problems at
program.
home and he took it out on me.
Yeah.
You know?
Probably.
Yeah, you can see it in his face. Look at his face.
So next, actually, this will be for you too. It's like we were just saying we got to do there's the build one next that,
The SF60.
but you won't want to do it though. So
Why?
Because we're gonna do for what's the month coming up? November.
November.
We're gonna do an all like high rock style for November.
Oh, I can't do it. I would love to do it. I can't do it.
Why?
Unless Mike gives me the green. Right? Because he doesn't want me doing cardio. He doesn't want me doing any of that. But I can ask
Oh
him.
yeah, so you're on a specific program.
But that's
Yeah.
different. Like that's
yeah.
not cardio. Those are just like more higher intensity workouts. Less, not like.
Yeah,
I would
he
still
wants
say
me to
like
build more muscle so my metabolism gets back into play and not put as much strenuous workout,
Yeah, see, this is where it goes with this guy. Blah, 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 blah.
No. Listen.
Who, with him or me? Oh
No,
okay.
no.
All right, go
Like,
ahead, man.
dude, I would do it. You know that, right?
you know
I
this.
go balls to the wall. Like, I don't care. But at the end of the day, because I was doing it all wrong and I'm in the position I am now, right? I need to listen, right? And that's my problem because I don't like. Well, it's not that I don't listen. It's just that when I hear it, all I hear
It's
is
just in one ear, not
Charlie
the other.
Brown teacher, right? Like, wah, 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 And I'm like, okay, well, that makes no sense to me, right? And this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna go balls to the wall as much as I can, as hard as I can, and yeah, so that destroyed me. So that's where I am today. Like, I literally have to get my metabolism back so I can start burning fat.
So you need more muscle.
Essentially, I guess, and I need to rest a lot.
Do you sleep
Oh yeah,
a lot?
it depends. Yeah, well, like, yeah. There's. I just started dating, so that's why the depends came up, right? And it's not the depends that you wear when you get old, but it's like, these women drive you nuts, and then I have a racing mind anyway, so like laying in bed and I'm trying to fall asleep, and then all I'm thinking about is like,
Should I check my phone or not?
not even that, just
What's the next move?
let's keep this clean. But yeah, we're guys, man. Like, you're thinking about what kind of trouble can we get into, right?
Yeah. Trouble always seems to find us.
Like, actually, that is absolutely true.
Yeah.
I've
Never
got trouble
fails.
coming from different states.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, like seriously. like, I guess there's a phase, right? You guys talk about phases, in the dating phase, and women, and where you are, physically, and you start getting more phases, right? Is that right? And I went from phase 3 to like phase like 20, like in one day.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's insane. I listen.
But this guy, like, you'll find out soon enough. This guy has the highest standards of all time.
Oh,
So
you're
it's
okay.
like
well, sort of.
100%, not sort of. Like, talk to
Okay,
him
here's
for.
let's not call standards. Let's call it experience. Because I've been dating for so long, and I've gone through so many relationships, and they varied considerably. But at the end of the day, now I know what I want and what I don't want, right? But because I've been living on my own for like the last 2.5 years, I've got a certain standard now. And when somebody comes into my space, I need to make sure that they're going to fit, and that drive me nuts because I'm looking for a forever, right? I'm not looking for a forever headache. Like I'm looking for somebody that can kind of mesh and complement what I'm doing. Like Ian said it best today. Like you said it, like honestly, you said you need somebody that's like, hey, you better don't eat that and eat this, and go train a little harder and do like. I don't have that. Like I'm always the.
You want that domination?
No, not necessarily.
That
Get here, bitch.
Like that basically came because he was saying like how
Eat this.
Yeah. Eat
my
this.
foot.
Yeah. Yes. Eat. Yeah. Yeah. No. But I'm the aggressor the other way. But I'm just saying, like, I just need somebody sometimes to like show me that what they don't need me.
Yeah.
Like they're their own individual. I mean, that's really what it is.
Because he comes in every day and is like, no, like this girl, wrong. I don't like this about it. I'm like, they're all like,
there's something
soft.
There's always something.
Yeah.
And it's probably when you go to the gym and you're someone who goes to the gym, it's probably hard to find it sticks out even more when people don't do that, right?
True.
So if they're like.
And I'm
do you
surrounded.
have to do this? Do you have to go to the gym today? Do you have to do this? Like, you need someone to just walk right in and be like, you're being a bitch. You only, went to the gym for 45 minutes today. Like, what are you doing?
Well, no, but I also want somebody, because my previous relationship of 8.5 years.
Oh, so you were in a long
yeah, 2 in my life, right? Like, serial monogamy are here, right? So I was like, she was like, I don't want you going to the gym. And I was in really good shape, right? And she's like, I don't want you going to the gym. And she was just jealous. And originally, our first dates were in the gym because I couldn't get out. I'm like, why don't you come to the gym? I'll train with you a little bit. Then you can do some cardio. And I'm going to continue to train. And then, we can go out and have dinner. It was good. Right?
But I also think that, this is what I say. This is to preface his conversation. It's like you go with the people you find in certain places are going to be different than the people you find in other places.
Correct.
He's got these crazy high expectations for these
people that are not in crazy
places.
High expectations places.
Yeah. And I don't mean that cryptically. It's just dating apps in general.
Oh, dating apps are your nightmare.
But and I'm sure some people do, and it obviously does happen and stuff. But
even some of the women have given me life lessons on how to date on a dating app. They've given me information.
Here's your advice.
Yeah, first I'll make sure they smile, right? Okay, hey, that's a great idea, right? Never thought of that. I'm just looking at them. They look pretty good. They look fit, right?
Don't have your jaw.
Yeah, no. But then I can see a girl. There's a lot of things. I'll see a girl. I'll go through the profile. Everything looks pretty good. Then she's kissing a fish, and I'm like, done. You don't put a profile picture of a fish. You want to kiss a fish? Do it behind closed doors.
Already. What are you talking about?
No.
This is what it is.
No, but listen. If you okay, as a person, me, all right. So, am I going to say
9 awesome pictures? This person's perfect. And then some weird one with a fish comes up, and he's like, "Next."
No,
and I'm
it's
like,
not.
Dude, you're never
kissing a fish or oh, look what I caught.
Fish these days, though.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not a woman, not the woman I want. Maybe she's bi. I don't know. We don't know.
You can't tell by kissing a fish.
Well, it's just
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, this is all going to shit. But like things like that come up, and some of the women have said like, yeah, like I've talked to them, start finding more and more about them, and then I find out that they're lying. Like, why are you lying? Like
Maybe
we're
we
trying
need
to
to have like a night here where it's like you sit at a table and it's like
speed date.
Yeah,
Speed
yeah.
dating.
Hey, I'm in. That would be amazing.
Imagine
Speed date for
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
The Bachelor.
Wow.
He said he was watching The Bachelor.
Oh,
Golden.
yeah, Golden Bachelor.
Would you go on that?
Bachelorette?
Would you go on that?
Golden?
Yeah.
Fuck you, old. How you think I'm that old? Like these guys all taking naps during the day, like on the show. Like, you know, they need to get as much material as they can because these guys are sleeping every 10 minutes. Like they're like 66, 70, you know?
You got to go on Love Island.
Oh, Love Island. Yeah, no, I'd rather go, what's it, X on the Beach?
Naked and Afraid.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I would so do that. But it's kind of weird, right? Like, you know, like you got to sleep at night with, like, she's not going to be in the mood. You know, like,
I don't think that's the point, right? Like,
you know, she's like got crickets in her ass. Like, nobody's going to want to do anything,
I think
right?
you're more so just worried what you're going to eat the next morning.
how you're gonna
versus-
survive.
Yeah, well, I guess some people might think that way, but
You'll be the first off then.
yeah, I'll just, you know,
Everyone's
you
gonna be like,
keep me thriving. Like, you just, you know, you be a good partner to me. You know? Wake
Everyone-
me up in the morning with a smile.
everyone's going to be like, hey, let's get this guy up first. He's just trying to sleep with everyone.
Well, not everyone.
Or
If
the
one
ratings
kisses
are
a
going
fish,
through the roof, you know?
if one kisses a fish, I'm fucking done.
Over. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, yeah, so dating's like not great, to say the least. Right? It's pretty bad out there.
So you just go London area,
No.
He goes worldwide.
worldwide.
Oh, fuck right. Yeah, man.
guess you went
Actually,
to
it's funny because
Portugal.
in Portugal I did.
Yeah.
I did, and there was like some Brazilians, and you know there was some interest, of course. And
Of course.
See what I have to deal with every day.
so anyway, so
I told him I'm going to start having to wear headphones during our workout
I
so that
can't
he
listen
can
to
just
it.
work out by himself and I can like,
that's what I do.
At least he gets the workouts done, though.
yeah.
Yeah, I put on my headphones too.
I'd rather chirp him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Portugal, there was it was okay, but then I thought to myself, you know, because I do want like a long-term relationship. I want something meaningful, right? I've had all the, you know,
So what would
one
be,
night stands, all that other stuff. I've had that, right? Like any of my friends will tell you, like I've had a life that they envy, you know, in that respect. As a single person, they're like, I'm so jealous. I should like, you know, get divorced because they're so jealous, and they would call me constantly like, oh, what's going on now? So what's happened? And I was like, you know, listen, dude, you just gotta, you know, relax. Like, you know,
Tell him what you're doing in January
oh yeah, so going to Thailand
with
for the third time with Randy. Yeah, and he goes,
Randy.
Randy.
yeah.
Randy.
So he goes like this. He goes, Randy, Randy, you're like future Randy. Like
Yeah, I was like, you're like what Randy aspires to be in.
yeah. In the future, this is what future Randy will be like. He's looking into the future.
How did this? How?
Well,
did
they
this happen?
like when you
We've
went
talked, yeah.
last year. Yeah, like last year before you left,
Right.
You because that was actually before Randy's trip.
No, Randy went.
yeah, Randy.
I didn't
went.
go. So
And then-
Randy was.
and
going,
I was
so
like, oh, Paul's
giving
went. And then
pointers.
you guys talked, and then you just talked
Yeah.
in here.
But he didn't go to Thailand. Like he missed
No,
it.
yeah.
He missed it completely.
He
yeah.
went like
Vietnam.
Vietnam and a bunch
Yeah,
of
yeah.
other stuff.
And
because they're right. They border each other. I mean.
Right. So yeah, we were talking. I'm like, I'm going. I gotta go for a month in January, right? And so my birthday falls in January. His falls in December. So we're like, hey, we'll just celebrate our birthdays there. It's like, let's do it. So yeah, we're gonna go down there. I already know, you know, it really well. I got friends there, right? And yeah, I'm just gonna like show them some of the clubs and stuff that are there, and then we're gonna go to Vietnam because I want to get some custard tailored suits. And there it's dirt cheap, but Vietnam's cheaper, I guess. And he's
Yeah.
been there, so we're just gonna take a bus, you know, meet some girls, put them on the bus, and drive to Vietnam. It'll be sick. Like I'm looking forward to
You
it.
have you ever driven there
To Vietnam?
in like Thailand?
Yeah,
I don't know
Yeah,
if
yeah.
that's an obvious one or not.
yeah.
I
I've
don't
been
know
there.
if, like-
Well,
I've spent.
mostly scooters, I guess, would be the option.
Yeah, but I've been in cars. But yeah. There's motorcycles everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So you can get like a cab motorcycle, right?
Man, if you go there with him, he might be moving into your guest bedroom in Portugal.
Seriously, I don't know.
What,
man.
Thailand?
I think
If you go there with Randy,
this
you're
is
gonna
what's
have a summer
happen. It's like
guest.
you're gonna
all.
find yourself Randy.
He's gonna
Yeah,
want,
yeah.
He's gonna want to come down there with you.
He'll
all
be like,
summer
oh
long.
man, now what else is
No,
next?
he'll be your soulmate.
I just show him when we're in Thailand. There's a place called Coconut Alley, right? So
So
basically,
where in Thailand are you gonna go? Like
Pattaya. Pattaya is like one of the big
Pattaya,
cities.
yeah, yeah.
It's like
I always call it Pattaya.
adult, Pattaya.
Yeah.
But Pattaya is white. They say Pattaya there.
Pattaya.
Yeah. So yeah, see, I'm already there. Sawadee ka. Yeah, know it? yeah. I learned how to say that. So that Sawadee is like hello, right? Ka is for a woman, right? Just to be polite, right? And Sawadee cup is for a man.
lady boy.
No, that's a ka.
That's a car.
Yeah, even though they still have a cock, they still want a cock. But yeah, no, but it's Sawadee ka, Sawadee cup. But then I was there for so long, I started doing it like the cool way, I guess. You know, like
Slang.
The native way.
yeah, the native way, yeah. Because you see all the white people like Sawadee ka,
Yeah.
right? I'm like,
loser.
you're new, right? Like
Newbie.
yeah. I'm like, Saudi.
And they're like, you're also still
And I
white.
was like, wait, no, Sadika. You know, it's just like that. Like, not Sawadee, it's Sadika. You know, they're like this. And when I started doing it, like, I'd walk the beach, always go to the gym. There's a gym right in front of the beach. Loved it, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was incredible. So I'd walk to the gym, take half an hour. By the time I got there, I didn't want to do anything. It was so hot. Like, they only have 2 seasons, hot
What
and
will
really
it
hot.
be like in January?
I think it's
It's going to be normal.
Yeah.
Like a
so
normal.
that's like their cooler. Like
Yeah, it's their
like-
high season, right? Like
Yeah,
high
yeah.
season starts in November and it goes into January. It starts fading out.
Like July and August, they are still like hot, way
That's
too
when
hot.
I went. Yeah, it was super hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it rains though, right?
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a bit. Yeah, I haven't been there for that, but when I was there, it was like every day 40 degrees. I was like, wow, like you just walk outside and you get killed. Everybody at night would come out.
Just
Most people would stay in the day.
Everybody
Yeah.
lives at night.
Yeah, no, but that's when everybody came outside because they avoid the sun there, right? Like white is right. You know, like
Yeah.
everything else, they don't want a tan, they don't want anything, right? You know, and they also target tourists. You know, because if they see that they have tans, then they don't go after them as much. And it's not because of the tan; it's because they're like, oh, he's been here for a while, so we not be able to like get money from this guy or whatever,
Yeah.
right? So, you know, a tan is like a shield, right? You know, but and because I'm tanned, I'm like, you know, Captain America over there, right? You
So
know?
wait till you go with Randy then.
Yeah, Randy. Yeah. Same, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
we got each
my.
other's backs.
I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah, so my buddy, when I went the first time, he's like albino white, right? Like he's white as white, right? I call him light bright, right? Like, so he, like when we were there and you'd see him, like he'd be walking down the street and it's like,
Stick out.
150 people. There he is. Like there's nothing.
That's that guy.
Yeah. Where is he? There he is. No, because he's like blonde hair, kind of balding, you know, white, right? But he was like the king. Like women.
And he can't tan.
No,
Probably not.
No. But the women were just like here, you know, he just doesn't date, right? You know, but they're all like, I want your seed. Like they are all trying to, and he's like simple guy, right? Cool, simple dude. But he's like, oh man, I was with this girl. I'm like, yeah, you put down the rubber, right? Oh no, she jumped on it too quick. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Yeah. Like this guy. Like this
Go
guy just,
check yourself.
yeah. Oh yeah. No, I said you're gonna have to go like get tested. You know, like you don't know. Like this girl's, you know, what, maybe 28. She started when she was 17. You know, and if you calculate every week, you know, let's just say one guy a week, which is like very low. Because in Thailand, sex is normal. Like it's like asking for a glass of water. Like it's not like here.
Yeah.
Because when I was there, I was just amazed. I was
so
like
judgment-free.
I was absolutely in many things.
Yeah.
But I was just in awe of how these people were like.
Very open.
Yeah. It was just a normal thing. And we did meet a woman. well, she saved me, but her name was USA, and it's spelled USA,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, her ID said Miss USA. It was
That's
the
hilarious.
fucking best.
That's
awesome.
She's like, look,
That's cool.
Miss USA. I'm like, wow, this is amazing, right? And then she put on her clothes, and then I went to go show Jay. I'm like, look, so anyway, she.
How did she save you?
Well, that day, that's why I have a couple of friends from UK, so they were there, and we were all partying together, and there was this one questionable girl, right? Very questionable. And then another one. And we were at Coconut Alley, which is basically the beach road. And we were like, they went and talked to her. And we're like, wow, she's beautiful. Like, too beautiful. Usually when they're really beautiful, they're ladyboys. Simple as that, right? Guys know what guys want, right? So they really doll it up. So anyway, so they walked up to these girls and said, hey, you ladyboy? And it's not rude to ask.
No.
Like, and she's like, no, me no lady boy, right? So we're like, I don't know, like she's too hot not to be a lady boy. Well, she whips out one of her tits, and she goes, no, me got meek. We're like, what the hell is meek? And she starts squeezing her nipple, and there's like lactate. Like we're like, what the fuck? So she's she's like, we're like, this is real, man. Like fake titties can't do this, right? Like, so we're all like, wow, let's go. So we took her, and then she's like, my friend. There's no question that her friend was a ladyboy. Like, there's no question, right? Like, just sad, right? It was kind of like a guy that just went out on Halloween and decided to go as a girl. Like, that's what it looked like,
Yeah.
right? It was bad, right?
So you knew.
Well, I knew, but my other buddy was so drunk that he didn't. So he literally picks her up, okay? So he picks her up like a baby, like in a cradle, right? And he's like a little far behind because he went to get her. He picks her up in a cradle and starts running down the street with him, right? In his arms. I was like, what the hell is going on? And then the other guy is still talking to the hot one, right? And then me and my light bright, we're just chilling, right? Hanging out with all of them, and we're looking around. And then we decided, you know what? We're really down Coconut Alley. There's a place called Walking Street. That's where all the action is, okay? All the clubs, everything. It's straight down the street. And you can get these little pickup trucks that have benches on the back. They're called bot buses because you pay 10 baht, like, which is, wow, 10 cents?
Yeah.
Like nothing, right?
Yeah.
So we're like, let's walk back. Let's go to Walking Street because, me and Light Bright, we're not doing anything here. And they're all in, right? So, okay, let's go to Walking Street, and then we're going to go, me and the guys are going to go back to their condo, and we're going to go party, right? And with these girls, right? Anyway, so, yeah. So, yeah. So anyway, we get on this bot bus, and is limited seating. Let's say that, right? So the one with the Meek, right? We'll call her Meek, right? She decides to sit on my lap, right? And she's bouncing and I'm like, wow, like this girl's hot, right? I'm like, wow, right? So, being a guy, right? I'm saluting her the whole time, right? I'm like, wow. So then I'm getting off, and then my buddy, he's a little autistic, but he gets off the bot bus, and then I'm coming behind. He turns around, and then he points right at me, not right at me, but right at my crotch, right? He's like, "What the?" I'm like, "Dude, come on." Right? Like, seriously? Like, obviously, like she was like, and she's wearing almost nothing. Like, what am I supposed to do? Right? I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. We're in Thailand. It's okay. Right? This is normal. This is very normal. Right? I mean, it's still covered, sort of, but yeah, it's okay. So anyway, so we get off the bus, and then this is when USA comes out of nowhere. Like, she's out there, everybody's having a cigarette. At that time, when I'm in Thailand, I have cigarettes. It's part of the whole thing, right? But anyway, so I sit down and I have a cigarette, and I'm thinking about Light Bright, and I'm like, so I go talk to USA, right? And I'm like, hey, how's it going, right? I'm like, you like this guy, like, I'm my friend, right? And she goes, the lady boy? I'm like, what? Up there, lady boy. they ladyboy. I'm like, no, she got meek. You know, I told her she got meek, right? No, fake meek, fake. I'm like, you can fake meek, right? She goes, yeah, they fake meek, so that way they get you. And then so the guys from UK, right? They're like, Polly, let's go back to our condo, right, and take those two girls, right? And I was like, nah, bro. You know what? I'm like, listen, you guys have a good time, man. I got to make sure he gets back. And no, we're good, man. I'm tired, right? So they go, and then I'm like, Usa, so what are you doing tonight? Right? And she's like, oh, nothing. I'm like, okay. So obviously, right? So in the morning,
that was the save.
Yeah. She saved me. We're still friends today.
That's awesome.
Yeah, when I was there in Thailand, I messaged her. She's somewhere in Germany now. She's married, right? And she goes, "Oh, here's my sister number." I'm like, what? Like, sister? No.
So what did the UK's guys say?
Okay, so the next day, I didn't say anything, right? So the next day, I called them, and I'm like, "What's up? How was your night?" Right? And they're like, "Good." I'm like, nothing, right? And Usa's right there. She's like, "Oh, I went to here," you know? Like, yeah. I'm like, nothing. Like, so, dude, you guys have like a sword fight? Like, what happened, man? What happened? He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, dude, they're ladyboys. Don't fucking lie to me. I know. It's okay, man. If you did it, you did it. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that, right? And he's like, no, man. No, we got back. And then we were like, screw it, right? We got a little tired. We told the girls, like, forget it for the night. We'll just pay for your trip to go home or whatever. And he goes, wow, that makes so much sense. I'm like, well, what do you mean? Well, they were really aggressive. I'm like, what do you mean? We were like, man, that one girl looked like she wanted to kick our ass. Like,
come to find out they robbed them of all their money and didn't tell you or something.
So anyway,
Stole your
nothing happened.
passports.
So yeah, it'll be fun with Randy then. You
Yeah.
gotta not tell him when the time comes.
Oh, there was so much. Like, that's just like a small. And I met a lot of people that were from different parts of the world, right? These two guys from, they're German. Germany.
It's a big hub. Like Europeans go there.
It is, yeah. A lot of Australians.
Australians, yeah.
India.
Yeah,
that's the first time I realized that guys hold each other hands. Like, I didn't know that. It's a cultural thing. Like, I just thought they were like, the other end.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, wow, they're all, and then the guy from UK, he's actually Indian, one of them, right? And
He tried to hold your hand.
no,
one
he
day.
did a few times, yeah. Yeah, well, he put his arm around me. I'm like, dude, stop being Indian. He's like, I'm not. But it is like, I mean, that's where they go. That's their hub, right? Like it's just,
and it's cheap.
dirt cheap. What happens is a lot of companies in India will send employees there to deflate and then come back to work. Right? So it
Would
makes
you
sense.
say was mostly in Portugal? Like who? Didn't you say there's a lot of Germans in Portugal?
No, a lot of Brazilian for sure. A lot of Brazilians.
I thought you said there was something that
they speak the same, right?
Portuguese, right? Yeah. But they're not really liked. in
But
Portugal.
do Portuguese go to Brazil?
I would say so. I don't know.
Like if you went to
I know a lot of Portuguese go to France and some to Spain, but France mainly, and Africa, South Africa.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there's quite a bit. Yeah, I'd like to go there one day.
South Africa.
I got some DMs. Yeah,
How far? How far is it from Portugal?
phase 100.
Different continents.
Yeah. How far is it to
Is it? Yeah,
where?
South Africa.
South Africa
8-hour
from
flight.
from
Oh,
Portugal.
it's way more than that.
More?
Oh, from Portugal, maybe 8 hours. Yeah. Yeah, maybe 8 hours. Yeah.
Oh really? That far even from Portugal?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta
it's not-
go
it's
all
not
the way
close.
down south.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. But yeah, I've never been. Like, I was born there, but I've never been. I'd
Never
like
been
to
back?
go. I'd like to see it. But I was told, like, even my aunt and uncle that lived there.
Not safe.
Well, it's not even that. They're like, it's so boring. Like, you're gonna
Yeah.
come here and you're gonna like, there's nothing here. There's dirt, right? And I was thinking, like, I wanted to like do like tribal stuff,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
get painted and like dance with them all and
Go into the bush.
yeah, why not? Right? Go like spear a pig or something. Like something cool like that you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
do here.
Experience wise,
Yeah. Go.
Yeah.
You should.
Yeah, but
even if it's a week.
Yeah, but I do have a family that owns a restaurant there. You know, that I may go see him, but he's like me. He's older, but he's like me, and he was like, "Oh, you're gonna like this. Like, you're gonna love if you come to this area." And I was like, "Why?" And he starts showing me these pictures, and I was like, "What's going on there?"
What's happening?
He's like, "Even the dogs like it over here." Like, I'm like, "Wow."
Do you ever go? Probably not. Do you ever go on? Would you ever go on a trip while you're in Portugal though, like to somewhere else?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Spain. I went to Ibiza. Right. I went to Ibiza for a week, and it was probably the most expensive week I ever had. Like, Ibiza is like a day or two.
Yeah.
It's not a week, and you know, it was absolutely insane. Like, we were dropping.
Just
I don't
like
know.
going to Vegas, man. Probably.
Yeah, I dropped 10 or 15 grand, and that was 20 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
it was insane.
Yeah.
Imagine now, though.
Now, oh yeah, triple, right? Like, yeah, but even tickets to go to went some of the biggest nightclubs, and
It's like,
it was like €100 at the time, and they gave you like, I don't know, like 2 drinks were like equivalent to 1 water. You know, like, you know, so it was so bad. You know, so if you wanted to drink, you better like load up.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but yeah, so I did that. I went from Portugal to that, and then, but nothing else. But yeah, now that I have a place there, I can, you know, travel. Like, I can really go see it, right?
Yeah.
And then come back to my home base,
Right.
Go for a couple months, travel around Europe.
Yeah, because you're there long
cheap
enough.
flights,
that-
probably too, right?
Very cheap.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like Europe-
France. My cousin lives in France. She travels all the time. 60, 70 euro
Yeah.
back and forth. Right, it's great.
Yeah.
So I like to explore, but I mean, Asia's so much better, man. Like,
Probably
like it's all
just-
different. Like, where I'm in Portugal, it's a village, so they don't understand. Like, they don't realize what the world is.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they're in their little bubble. Like, it was like the last time I was there, my cousin's like, "Hey, you got to meet. Like, we're having a guy thing." Like, okay, like, you got to come. Okay. It's just all the guys from the village, and it's a normal thing in Europe, right?
Yeah.
All the women stay home, just the guys, right? We're gonna eat like this rice and this. I'm like, dude, I don't need any of that, right? What? You know, I'm a carnivore, man. Meat, you know, meat. That's all I eat.
You know me?
Yeah. So
Cousin,
yeah,
you know me?
yeah. And he's he gets to know me really well quick, right? So he goes, okay. So I went and said hi. They all ate. So I let them eat first. Then I said hi to everybody, and it's just like back room with like this massive buffet table, and they're all crammed in there, and there's like 16 of them, of every age, like from, late 20s to like 60s.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool,
Yeah.
actually. And they're like, okay, hi, cousin, whatever. What do you want to drink? You want some wine? I'm like, no. I don't drink wine. I don't drink alcohol. They're like, what?
Are you normal, man?
Yeah. That's it. They all looked at me like there's something wrong, right? Like I've got cancer.
Yeah.
Like it's bad, right? And they're like, beer. This. I'm like, listen, tea, coffee, water. That's it. Special occasions, yeah, I may have some vodka, right? But if I feel like it's
The time.
warranted,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, so they were all like in awe. Next thing you know, I mean, it worked out in my favor because sort of. So like we all had coffee. Then we were like, we're all going out. All of us? Yeah. Well, you want to get to know them? Yeah. Okay. So we went to this cafe with pool tables, which was pretty cool. And they're playing Portuguese music and blaring that stuff, right? And I don't know what they're saying.
Yeah.
And these guys are dancing around the table, and I see one table with like some really hot women, like wow, right? But I'm with these guys, like these guys are, not that type of.
Yeah, in their own bubble. Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely in their own bubble. Like they're doing dancing, they're with each other, like they're, but they're having a great time. And,
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that,
Yeah.
right?
That's normal for them.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
It is. But it wasn't something that I was accustomed to, like
not
hanging out
normal
with
for
a
you.
bunch of people. Yeah, I had to do it at least 3 times before I got used to it. Like they had the last time we did it, like they went to a new cafe. The cafes are everything there, right? And they eat like I had my own meal while they ate another meal, like the whole group, right? So I had a special meal. You know, carnivore. Anyway, so
loser.
yeah.
I'm in Portugal. I want coffee, tea, water, and I just want meat.
I'm focused.
Focused, dialed in.
Yeah, really dialed in. Yeah, like literally, the one night we went out, all of us, they were buying rounds. Everybody buys rounds, and beers there are like half of what one of our beers is. Like it's really small. They're called minis, right? So they would buy a round of minis. They chug that back and buy another round. And, you know, that's normal. You know, there was probably, when we were at the club, 8 or 9 of us, right? Not club, cafe, whatever. Anyway, the problem was that they were buying water for me. So I'm getting loads of water on my table. And I'm like, what's going on here? Like, I'm like, they're buying rounds. They're like, beer, water. Beer, water. I'm like, what? Like, it's water, man. Like, seriously. Like, I can get it from the tap. Like, there's so much water here, right? I'm like double fisted water plus the table's getting full. You know, what am I doing with all this water, right? You know? So yeah, that was pretty entertaining. They eventually stopped because I was like, I eventually was able to tell the waitress, no agua, no agua. yeah. And I'm like, I'm going to the washroom way too much, man. You guys are killing me, right? You know?
So you see these girls.
Yeah. That's all I can do, really. You know, when you're with them. And the thing is that my Portuguese it's not solid. Like, it's not like.
You're a foreigner.
Yeah. Oh, I'm totally a foreigner. There was this one girl. I'm going to talk to her. I found out she was in our village. I think I told you about it, right?
Maybe.
She was a fitness model at one point, right? She was beautiful, beautiful. And we went to. It just never ends there. Like, yeah, they drink constantly. So we met a guy that was in a wheelchair, right? He lost his legs, right? But his wheelchair, he's showing how his wheelchair works so well, right? But this thing like makes you stand straight up.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, like it's pretty, like it's amazing, right? This thing. And he's like, oh, I can do this. And then they're drinking, all of them are drinking. And then he's like, let's go down to the beach. There's beaches everywhere, right? Okay. Yeah, we're going in a boat. I'm like, the fuck I am, right? Like
With the wheelchair guy.
Yeah, the wheelchair guy saying, we're going in a boat. I got a boat. We're gonna go in the boat, right? And I'm like, nah. Like I'm looking at these guys. I'm like, you're all fucked. Like you're all bruised up. You're like, let's go. And I can't swim. And yeah, this is like a disaster, right? And I'm like, right away, I'm like, no. Right. And then he's like, yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. No. And then my cousin goes, this is when he really knows me, right? He goes, you don't understand. If my cousin says no, there's nothing other than God that's going to change his mind. You know, there is nothing.
Yeah.
Like he's decisive. Like he says no, it's no. So anyway, so we get in my cousin's car, we start driving downhill, like all these cobblestones, like really tight. And I'm like, okay, his one friend, he's going to meet us there, but he's going to show some guy got lost. So he's going to show him how to find his car, whatever it was. Anyway, it was weird. And then this other guy, I'm like, what about the guy in the wheelchair? Like, how's he getting there? Oh, he's using his wheelchair. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, how far is this place? Well, it's about 10 minutes. What? And like, he's just, I kid you not. Like we were driving and then I look up in front of us. There's the fucker. Right? And I'm like, dude, there he is. There he is. And he's just like just going. I'm like, no way. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm like, I feel bad. Don't pass him. I feel bad. Like, right? You know, guy's got no legs. You don't want to pass him in the car. But we pull up beside him, right? What do? Roll down the window. Yeah. And he's like, go. Oh, yeah. And then he got there just like we did. I was amazed. This little thing went. So anyway, so we went to this little beach area, really cool, like little, it was like a local area, a cafe on the beach, and there's a small beach and everybody hanging out there. And I met some interesting people. It was great. I actually liked it. Anyway, so he's like, it's the blue boat. That's the boat. I'm like, listen, I'm not going on a boat. I'm like, what? I'm like, that's a fucking canoe, right? Like, I'm thinking it's a boat, right? I'm like, that's a fucking canoe, man. Right? He goes, yeah. He goes, we use for fishing. Yeah. Fishing what? Like, what the fuck? You think I'm going in that? And then there's these huge cruise ships flying by. Like, he wants me to go in this little boat, right? I already feel uncomfortable. I'm like, listen, dude, how do I explain this? First off, no, I'm not going in the canoe, right? And I can't swim, right? And then, fuck, this is when he hits me with like the bomb, right? He goes, what about me? I'm like, fuck.
I'm gonna be.
He's got like a 100-pound wheelchair with no legs. Like, and I'm fucking worried about drowning. Like, and this guy's the one that's getting a canoe. Like, is there a ramp?
What about
like,
me?
how are you getting in this? But as soon as he said that, I was like, wow. And then my cousin's like, yeah, he's got a point. I'm like, what? Oh, you're adult. You're
That's
adult.
hilarious.
So then we just sat around waiting for his other friend, and his other friend's not showing up. So they're drinking, like just pounding him back. This is normal. They're pounding him back. I'm drinking my water, right? And and they're calling this guy. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to help this guy find his car. It's at this shop, and I thought it was here. It's there. Well, half hour, 45 minutes later, he shows up. It's like, what took you so long? It was just around the corner. Oh, we went by it. Then I took him over here, and they were going everywhere, right? Anyway, but there was this girl on the beach.
One girl.
Well, there's multiple, but one
specific one.
Yeah, everything was black and white, and then there she was. Like just stood out. Like, oh wow, she was amazing, and I was just like,
Boom, ladyboy.
yeah, Usa, you got meek, yeah. So she's sitting there, and then the guys are all like, hey, and she's like, hey. I'm like, wow. Even my cousin knows her. I'm like, this is odd. My cousin doesn't know anybody, right? This is a good sign, right? And so she goes back on the beach. She was actually by the cafe when she first said hi. She goes back on the beach. She's wearing like this very small bikini 2-piece, right? But she wears it well because she's fit, right? Like like she's wow, like she looks great. Anyway, another guy comes. They call him the firefighter because that's his job. This is how it works. And it's like, wait, yeah. I'm like, hey, firefighter. That's his name. I don't even know his real name. Like, Bombedo.
Hey, Baker.
Hey, Bombedo. Yeah. And it's like, are you a real Bombedo? Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm a real one. Because they have ones that are just forest firefighter things, right? Yeah. But he's the real deal, right? He works for, the government or whatever. So he's like, yeah. Then they're all looking at this girl. They're all of them, they're all fucking hammered. They're all looking at this girl and they're like, and Bombedo goes, he goes, that's too much woman for one man. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what does that mean? I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, she's so... I'm like, yeah, you guys... like, too much woman for one man. Then she comes out, and they're all sitting there, and everybody just, starts looking at each other, right? And then they ordered some more drinks. And she knows the owner of this cafe. So they're like, yeah, water. So she actually goes and gets the water and brings it to me. Then she like rubs my chest and she goes, yeah, just to keep it, keep your shape, right? Your figure, right? And I'm like, I'm like, she doesn't speak English. What am I going to say? What am I going to say? I like cupcakes. I didn't know. Because so.
You're just stuck.
Yeah, I didn't know. And then my cousin's like, well, he was amazed. He's like, oh my God. Like, why don't you say something? Yeah. I'm like, I didn't know what to say. What am I going to say? What am I going to say? Like, I didn't want to say something where I was going to repel her that she would never bring me another water again, and if I start speaking English, like she would have no clue, right? And I look more like adult, so I just, which wasn't good either, right? But it's saving grace. I was talking to WhatsApped him, and he's like, hey, you remember that girl from the beach? Like, how can you forget, right? Like, I'm like, yeah, of course. She was at the cafe. This girl, Sylvia, owns a cafe. We all know Sylvia. It's part of the village. I'm like, yeah. Sylvia. Yeah, she was at the cafe. What's she doing there? What do you mean? She lives in our village. You're kidding me. Why don't you tell me that before? Because the village is like, everybody's really close. So her family will know my family and all that. So I'm like, why don't you tell me that before? Oh, yeah. Just like houses down from mine. And I'm like, you're kidding me. Anyway, she's like, where's your cousin? And he's like, back in Canada. Oh, okay. Is he? And my cousin's like, oh, he's coming back next year. Oh, good. Yeah, I look forward to seeing him again. I was like, work.
He's been learning Portuguese ever since.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. What were some of those ones that we had? I came to mind. The one with 3 people would be good.
Oh, do it. Ask him.
3 people.
Yeah, last time we were trying to get questions or topics or whatever that would be like kind of like thought intriguing questions, but everyone could give like a fairly different answer to.
Okay.
Hold on, it'll make sense once I read these. I better have wrote it down.
I thought you did.
Where's this?
So when you going back again?
Portugal?
Yeah.
June.
June.
Yeah, but I go with my mom. So we stay there, and she has a blast.
Yeah.
She's now like really healthy. She eats really healthy, exercises.
It's good.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
probably were an example.
Yeah. He's saying that she'll probably get abs before I will. Yeah.
Well, okay, one was if you had to pay, like if you had to pay to get your camera roll, like if your camera roll, so like your photos on your phone.
Okay.
And I'll like if it was held for ransom, how much would you pay to get your camera rolls back? So like whatever you got, like not even like where you go, but like memories, like if you have camera rolls in the last 15 years of your life, and that's a reflection of the last 20 years of your life or whatever it is.
Okay. So hypothetically,
Think of it as a big picture, not just like
right.
pervert
Hypothetically,
answer.
every picture is on your phone. That's
Yeah.
That's
And this
hypothetical.
isn't a bad thing. This isn't from when I asked this question. It's not like, oh no, I don't want people to find out.
No.
It's
I
like
I understand. I understand.
When I think of
You're just
memories-
basically saying, almost like if you had Polaroids and there was a house fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would it cost?
pretty
What
much.
would you pay to get that back?
Yeah, so like if you had,
Right.
if you look through your camera right now, and like again,
Yeah.
your camera roll got held for ransom, what would you pay to get it back?
Yeah. Is there a price for that? Really? I mean,
Well, like so, for instance, like Dan, like he's like nothing. I don't really care. Like
Yeah.
I don't have those like core memories on my phone. Like I
but
relate it to,
I'm
like,
assuming that everything's on the phone. Okay, so like those core memories, like I mean,
Yeah. Like when I talk about this, it's like I have memories on my phone that are like the day Tatum was born, like the
Right.
dogs, the family, like pictures from when I opened the GM, like shit like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't have like all that stuff's
It's like, I
kinda-
don't give a shit.
yeah, I would completely like give them my car, or like I would, because obviously I value memories and anything other than money.
Yeah.
Money is not
Okay.
a value.
So put a number on it.
yeah, but there is no number.
$100,000.
Sure. Like I don't have a number, right? It depends. I'll look at the motherfucker and I'll be like, you look like a $1 bitch. And I'll be like $100. Like,
What if he's like, no, $1 million?
and what if I don't have $1 million?
Yeah, okay. I mean,
Hypothetically.
Sure, like,
Sure. Hypothetically, I have the money. Sure.
yeah, no,
So
not
you would-
really.
you would-
Like, I guess this does
There's a lot of
translate
like,
a little bit about to like each person.
But I'm saying-
no, the limit.
yeah, but
your numbers
memories
gotta-
are priceless. I mean,
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying
yeah.
to say, right? So, I mean, yeah, I'd fork out money because my motto, I've told my friends and they know it. It's, when you go somewhere, like I go on a vacation, like Thailand or any of these places, right? My biggest thing is the memories I bring back, not how much I spent.
Exactly.
And you'll never remember.
Exactly.
You'll never remember how much you spent. Like,
No, totally.
Unless it was a bad experience. Then you're like, I spent all this money on this crap, right?
Yeah.
But typically it's not. It's
So
still memories.
200, 3, like you'd pay a lot. Basically.
I would. Yeah.
Okay. One of the other ones I remember is, okay. I guess what if you were to go do like the funnest activity that's most enjoyable to you, what would it be? This is kind of to preface the conversation.
Like activity, like
Yeah. Like
What would you want to do?
like something I have done or
no,
haven't.
this is not the question. This is to plug into the question. So if there was one thing that you really enjoy, like, yeah, but this guy's like perverted, right? Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, I do. Like,
no,
yeah.
no. Okay, so you see where this
So
is.
other than like a Mazzola party, like that's
Yes,
out of the question.
Yes, this is fun, like PG activities.
So no Mazzola,
No,
no olive oil, no. Okay,
Just go.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard because I'm still stuck on that. You know, because
I mean, you got to.
we were talking about Thailand, dude. Like
Okay,
you
but-
know, like you got
okay,
me. Like,
okay, here you go. Okay, so like to Thailand. Say you had a Thailand trip and it was
Okay.
for 2 weeks. If you could pick 3 people, any people in the world, dead or alive, who would you take with you?
Yeah, who would you go with?
So this is like, you know what I
Wow.
mean? If I was
Yeah,
like,
here's
for
a
me,
good
it'd
one.
be like,
Yeah.
you know, like I think it came up because we were like, all of us smoke. So the last conversation was like, if you could smoke one joint with any people on earth, dead or alive, who would it be like? So that's why I'm asking you, like, you know, if you like something you really enjoy doing, like if it's traveling,
Yeah.
if you went to travel for 3 weeks, say,
yeah.
who would 3 people, dead or alive, be that you'd bring with you?
Okay. Well, I don't know about that. But definitely my cousin in Portugal, because he's so deprived of everything. He has no idea. Like he knows nothing.
Well,
Yeah.
that's all
Right?
he
So
knows. He only knows
and I
the
love the
village.
guy. So
yeah.
I want to open up that window where he would see something that he's never seen his whole life.
And like, but even like idol wise, like people you've like,
Yeah.
you know, like we're talking like
Anyone.
presidents and
Mike
anyone ever.
Tyson.
Like,
Whoever.
yeah, I know, but you know what? Like
Trump.
okay,
Whoever.
like here's how I see things. I may see things a little different, right? So yeah, I get Trump or anybody or Tyson or whatever,
Anyone.
right? You know, regardless of their achievements and everything, or if they're a star because they got lucky and they're on TV, I don't care.
yeah, but you could also like someone
Well,
like,
like you said,
okay,
like your
hey,
cousin.
like
Okay.
this would be something that
Yeah,
could
yeah,
be
yeah.
funny for you, right? Like if you know this guy that fucking bought like, you know, even thinking about that, like this would be cool. Like if you know someone that bought 500,000 Bitcoin when it was first day it was out.
What's a penny? Yeah.
That
Yeah.
person would go be sweet to go, like just to
Sure.
talk to them and like find out what, like, to have this crazy, like, what's your you know, anyways, that's the type of person I'm thinking of, like.
Oh yeah, yeah.
To
Well, I mean
expand
the
your
crew
horizon
from
a little
I
bit.
watched this crypto banter, right? Which is all about that, right? And these guys are insane. So yeah, and there's in Africa, they're in South Africa. So yeah, would I want them to go? Hell yeah, like they're crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
but
they're
you can
insane.
only pick 3 people.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's they're actually kind of one. Channel,
They're
right?
just one.
yeah.
They're one
I mean, it's hard. It's
entity.
hard to pick 3 because then I got a lot of my best friends. Like I'd want to take them. I know that my one buddy, he'll never go with me anywhere again. We went on a cruise and he said he's had enough. Like he.
Enough of you.
Yeah. Yeah. No. He couldn't keep up. Like he was always like, I'm good. I can do this. Right. And then he's like, I can't get drunk. I mean, he was 300 and change. Right. He's a big boy. I fucked him up, man. Like I really did. And he went on the cruise
Poor
with his
fucker.
wife. Right. Well, he didn't really see his wife. Yeah. So they talk about it to this day.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What was
Well, that's
another-
a good memory though.
It's a great memory.
Think about it.
I still think about it. They still
Yeah.
talk about the T-shirt that
See?
I made them go look for. Like
Wow.
it was great.
What
It
was
great.
the other one? The other one was like if you had to give up every one of your possessions and only keep one
Yeah.
of them, what would it be?
Bitcoin?
Ooh, that's a good
Ooh,
answer.
that's a good answer.
Yeah. Because then I can get everything back.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
a lot of people don't have like Bitcoin to
Right.
play that card with and
Right.
stuff.
Well, if you think about it, even owning homes or anything like that, if something ever happens in the economy or the country, right, you're stuck,
Yeah.
right? Bitcoin is just a transport. Like
Yeah.
it's like taking your home and like moving to another country.
Yeah.
And when you get to that country,
Starting over,
who can take your money? Nobody,
yeah.
right? It's self custody. You make your own decisions, right?
Your own bank. Yeah, you're pretty much.
Yeah, you're bankless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Right.
bank. You are the bank.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And even if you lose like your key, you can get a new one, right? Because you still control yours. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, I love it. That's the future for sure.
How'd you get into that?
My buddy Kev started talking about it for a little while, and there was a few other people. This guy Marcus, and I heard about it, and I'm an IT guy, been for years, and I was just like, I don't know, right? Like, this is kind of like fake money, right?
Sketchy.
Yeah. So so Kev, he's like, yeah, check this out. And he was up $900,000 in his investments. I was like, whoa. He goes, yeah. So I started paying more attention. And after that, then I just started studying it like
You
everything.
just went nuts.
Yeah, every day, 4, 5, 6 hours, didn't matter. It was my focus, right? And I put as much effort as I put in training now. I put that effort in that, and
Yeah,
typically
yeah.
I'm that type of person.
You just were obsessed.
Yeah, well, I don't know if yes, you could call it obsession,
Yeah.
but I get focused on something where I just don't want to know basics. I want to know facts. I want to know, the extremes of everything. And once I figure it out, that's it, right? And my buddies can contest to that. Like once I get my mind on something, I go for it. 110%. It's not just, let's see what I can do with this. I go 110%. So I learned about it. So my buddy Kev's been in it for a while. Now, him and a bunch of other people call me to consult. What should I do? What do you think's happening with the market? Because I followed it and I did it. And I also learned how to trade. That was another thing. I didn't know how to trade. But I'm like, I need to learn charts because that gives me the edge when I'm holding these, when I can sell them or buy them.
Yeah.
So I learned that as well. So now I get calls for that, But it's just, something I got obsessed with.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. It was for you,
That's,
buddy.
that's awesome. So
Yeah.
you're still doing it? You're still.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my future, man. It's like,
Yeah.
it's going to be my world. Like as it sits right now, that's all I do. There's nothing else. I don't need to do anything else. Patience, Warren Buffett, I think said it, right? Patience wins every time with any investment, right? Patience over just a lot of people, they're not patient. They lose their money because they're like, oh no, it's dropping. I'm losing. But over a period of time, it goes up and you just got to wait. Yeah.
Play the long game.
Long game always wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually. Let's not say always.
Yeah, but patience does
Right.
you like in one way or another.
Yeah, absolutely. But investments,
I'm sure
it's where they
overall
make money.
most people that get real fucked are the people that don't have patience.
Yeah, I mean, I've had relatives that are like, "What are you doing this?" Oh no, my friend lost this much.
Yeah,
I lost
yeah,
thousands.
yeah,
And yeah, he lost 80 grand here or whatever. And all I thought to myself was, they didn't have patience. They didn't. They just were looking for that quick buck, and then they got scared because, and that's what they do. They scare people out of the markets. That's what clearinghouses do all the
A
time.
tactic, yeah.
Yeah, of course. And
Yeah.
but you have to understand it, right? Like there's liquidation hunts. So when you're trading and like for example, you put your trade in at $1, right? And it's going to go up to $2, $3, $4, $5, right? And everybody's talking about it. But what they do is there's so many people at $1 that they will push the price down to cut through your dollar, and then it kicks you out of the trade, and then the house makes all that money.
Yeah.
And then it goes back up. Like so, there's so many things that they do, like tactics and stuff. But one good rule is when BlackRock, you know what BlackRock is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they are buying or when they are investing, you just follow their lead because they're not doing it just to do it. Like there's a reason behind it, right? And right now, BlackRock is going to be one of the biggest holders of Bitcoin, probably within a year.
What's the other one? There's BlackRock. Who else? There's like 3 of them, isn't there?
Michael Saylor, MicroStrategies, and he's actually turned his company around, and he's like a huge, like I'm not sure how many he has, 400,000 maybe. Yeah, and then there's the founder of Bitcoin has 1.1 million, but they and that's never moved. Like it's just sitting it.
Crazy.
It's scary, right? But BlackRock's going to surpass that.
Crazy.
Yeah,
And how long was it? How long ago did you start this? When did you start this?
4 years ago.
4 years ago?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
not bad, actually. That's pretty recent.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But I mean, you can do a lot in 4 years, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Like I learned a lot.
It's a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually haven't done anything else. That's it.
Well, it's like, why would that's just
Why
like,
would you? Yeah.
Right. It's just sitting there. I
Living
already
the-
know
yeah,
my investment,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like I've actually made.
That's like patience.
Yeah, yeah, and it's literally paid for all my expenses in the last 2 years. I've already made that back. So I've lived for free, right? And I got all the money back.
Because
we haven't
it's
even-
going up into value. So
Right.
Yeah.
So, but it hasn't even started yet. Like we're just starting now. This is the peak starting November, right? Is a big month. We have the elections coming up, right? All the different CP reports. Russia just started buying Bitcoin, putting it on their books. Like, just so much happening.
I saw this thing that
Buying
they
Bitcoin tomorrow, tonight.
sued Google.
Just
Yeah. Did you see that?
Yeah.
What?
Suing,
Who?
or like Russia is suing Google more money than like that even exists?
Yeah.
What the hell
Oh, I
was
didn't.
that
I didn't
about?
even hear that.
I don't know. Anyways, there's like
Is it real?
I don't know. I think so. It was like, but it was like, I mean, I don't know how real it was.
because I've seen it too, circulating the internet, and it was pretty much like Russia was suing Google, and
Yeah. Russia court finds Google. I don't even know what that number
It's
is.
like a
decillion.
Wow.
Google fined 20 decillion.
2.5
by Russian
decillion.
court. That's look at that zeros. 20 and then what?
So it's 2,500 trillion.
6, 9, 12, 15.
That's a lot of zeros,
Yeah.
What that
I mean,
is.
it's so
How
many zeros I can't
trillion?
even speak English.
How many trillion is
One decimal.
It doesn't even.
It doesn't even know.
on
Google
here.
don't know.
Decillion.
What comes after a trillion?
Wow, that's insane, man.
1/10 to the power of like 30.
Oh, it's way like. See, it's like that's why. Like, look
Yeah.
at even when you look here, it's like
They're just maybe trying to put them out of business. Yeah, Google's going to be called something else now. They're going to change their name.
So you think the peak is coming right now? Like it's just
Oh, it's
gonna
good
go-
next year, like 2025. Yeah, we're going to have some runs. I mean, if Trump wins, we're going to see huge gains in our investments, risk assets. But if he doesn't win, there'll still be gains, just not as many.
Russian court hit Google with a fine larger than the world's GDP.
It's crazy.
What does that even mean? Like,
That's crazy.
is that just something to get clicks?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe.
Look
yeah.
at us.
Yeah,
I mean,
like you're
this was
bombarded.
all
Russia,
today,
Russia,
yeah.
Russia, Russia, Russia.
Like, look at that number.
Look at the number.
It doesn't even fit on the screen. Yeah. Yeah, don't hold your breath, Putin. I love it.
Yeah, it's. I mean, clickbait. We're talking about it.
Yeah.
But it's probably not actually like it's
know,
probably
it's true.
actually real.
Sure, but I
it's
mean,
like
it's
nothing
almost,
that's
it's absurd.
Yeah, yeah. Like I don't think
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
It's absolutely absurd.
Like 20 billion. Okay, like we can reason with that.
It's as real as like this lady that was in the, I saw in the news, was in love with a tree.
the bizarre amount has been.
You know, it's as real as that. Like, who cares?
There's tree kissers, fish kissers.
No, this one was like, yeah, she was in love.
Obsessed.
Yeah, like legs wrapped around this tree, like loved, wanted to be married to this tree. I can't remember what they said. It was in Portugal, actually. Odd.
Very.
Crazy.
This weird, like this world is. There's a lot of fucked up shit. Like, seriously.
He thinks Trump's gonna lose.
Who, you?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't want him to lose. I hope he doesn't. But I just think that
It's
there's
kind of scary, you know?
There's a lot of things in the background that are happening that Trump isn't doing.
Yeah.
You know, like all the immigrants coming in, you know, where you heard all the immigrants coming in through the border
Yeah.
and then going to different states, that the government stacking different states where Trump would be, you know, have
But
to
are
vote.
they allowed to vote, though?
Of course, they give him citizenship.
So they
Like,
just hand
remember,
those
the
out.
government, the current government can do that, right? They can expedite, you know, citizenships and allow them to vote, put them in these. It wouldn't be the first time we did it here in Canada. You don't think Trudeau did the same thing?
Probably.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did you watch Did you watch Joe Rogan? Did you watch him on?
I still haven't
When?
finished it yet.
Oh no, I know he had.
It's really
yeah.
good.
Is it?
Yeah, I haven't finished it. Have you finished it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I saw
watched
Trump doing the McDonald's drive-through.
yeah.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, that's.
He goes, now I can say, Harris says she worked at McDonald's, but I can really say I worked here. Like, that's ridiculous. I love that guy, man.
Look at now it's at 40 million.
I wanted to know how
40
many
million views.
I tried looking that up today on Spotify, but Spotify doesn't.
You can't. I don't
show
think you can see it on Spotify. But yeah, this was like crazy. Yeah, he talks about it in this interview. Is that where you saw it, or like did you see a clip of Trump talking about?
No, I didn't. I
McDonald's
didn't
from
really
this?
see it. I saw something.
I don't
that came up
So
on a
what?
feed.
I
and
just
just
like
didn't watch
I'm butchering it, but Trump talks about it on there, and he's like, "Yeah, I know the owner, like that owner of that McDonald's,
McDonald's, okay.
owns a ton of them," and he
Yeah.
he said that. You got to like. There's a good clip of him explaining the story.
I just saw him in the McDonald's suit,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
in the drive-through. I'm like that. You know what? Like, that's a person that you want to run this country, right? Like he's just like everybody
I want
else.
him to win. Like I personally would love to see him win.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I think all
Where
of us
did that
do.
just go?
right? Like,
that-
yeah. Why
you
wouldn't
got Sleepy Joe there. Like, what do we? Like, are they going to put something like that? Like, and Harris has been there already.
Yeah,
She hasn't done anything.
I know.
Oh,
So now
man.
things would change.
I got to go back and watch this. Sorry to interrupt. You know this guy? This is the guy we were watching last week that does the swims.
Oh no
That
way!
crazy guy.
Oh shit!
So this must because he only got like say famous and like kind of recently. I'm sure I listened to this, but I didn't realize he was ever on Joe Rogan.
Dude, this guy swam for like what was it? 510 kilometers.
Yeah,
I saw something in the UK. I just saw some. Yeah.
510 kilometers without
Ross.
stopping or holding on to anything. So it was
Yeah, it was like
completely
3 days or something straight
What?
in the water
in the water,
swimming.
and it's like they would give him food.
I was going to ask. Like,
Yeah,
he's
so
not,
they
he
would-
needs energy.
Yeah, but he gives him food, but he's not like touching a kayak
Yeah,
or anything.
nothing.
He eats and drinks in the water
And just like float, yeah.
Oh, like he's
And
just
just
treading
keeps
water
on
and eating.
going.
yeah, well, there's boats going along next to him the whole time.
Of course,
and, like,
of course,
support
yeah.
everything. And,
Yeah.
But it was I think it was like it was 500
Man.
kilometers. I swear it was like 72 or something hours.
Yeah, it was like
That's insane.
yeah. And it was in a river. He was going down a river.
I got to re-listen to that Joe one.
Man,
I could
his
just-
face was like this.
56 hours.
Swollen.
Yeah, right there.
Swollen.
That's the,
Yeah. Wow. 70 hours.
Nonstop.
Wow, look at that. 510K nonstop. That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was on here. I got to re-listen to that.
But this was 5 years ago.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like
Wow.
this is like I think he's really blown up. Mostly,
World
He'll
like,
probably
maybe
stop
just on
him.
YouTube more recently.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I could be
Joe
wrong.
will probably have it.
Not
on
really. I guess not.
after.
Look, 9 years ago. So he's obviously been doing YouTube and shit for a long time.
Wow.
Well, that's wild, man.
That is insane.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not something
it's
that just
like,
anybody can do.
yeah. So what's next? Thailand's next.
Yeah. Yeah. Thailand first, January, June.
So what are you
Portugal.
gonna do in Thailand then? Drink water too, and that's it.
No. No, Thailand, you can't drink water.
You can't drink the water.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah. Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah. Yeah, you got to buy bottled water there. Yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful with everything.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember the first time I went to Thailand, I went to my doctor. And
In
I said,
Thailand or here?
no, here, prior to going, right? Went to my family
Prior
physician.
and then after.
Yeah. And then I said, yeah, actually, yeah. And she played a joke on me. She destroyed me, man. Anyway, she goes, why do you need all these shots? I went online. She goes, just check the online health, like government health site on, what type of things happen in Thailand and what kind of shots or flu shots or whatever you need,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, okay. So I'm like, okay, I need typhoid. I need this. I was just like tons of them, right? And I hate needles. Like I despise needles. I can't deal with it. And she knows it. So I sent her the list. She's like, wow. She's like, I've never even heard of this before. So I went there and I got all my shots prior.
Is it like dangerous in general? Like
No.
joking aside though, like is there ever been instances like even the very first time you ever went there that like you almost got robbed or did or anything like that? Like
never. It's
not?
so safe. Like there's obviously people, they want to make money, right?
Yeah.
It's obviously that.
But they're not trying to rob you. Or
Not
like,
at all.
skin-
No.
Yeah.
I lost to them like 1,000 bahts quite a bit, right? I lost like 3,000 baht, fell in my pocket when I was going through security, and just pulled everything out of my pockets. Didn't realize that some of the money flew out, and people picked it all up. The security guards went on the security camera,
Said, "Hey."
found it, and brought it to me.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
I mean, yeah, they're all like that. At one point, me and my buddy, we got roofied, like.
Or like stuff like that.
Yeah, that
like,
happened. That
yeah.
happened, and it happens there.
Yeah.
Right. And wow, what a night, man! Like the other guy.
Awesome.
Yeah. It just never ends. Like
I got roofied.
listen,
It was awesome.
No.
Like what?
Yeah, no.
Aside
It
from
was
that, like
it was not. It was good for me that I remember, but it was like I was so fucked up.
Like, did you remember it? Or you just said you did?
Yeah,
but,
yeah, patches, like all the way through patches.
What are more like recreational drugs there?
There isn't anything now. Weed. I mean, anybody can have weed. I mean, it's legal.
Yeah.
But their drugs, no. You can go to jail. You're done.
So like not even like in the club and stuff. It's like
No.
just hammered.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But somebody roofied us. We were in the VIP section. We were there every day. We were there for 3 weeks. I was there every night. Like it was insane. And the guys from UK are like, okay, we're gonna hit. Right? You guys good? I'm like, yeah, we're good. And then it just things start
Crazy.
buzzing. Like I was.
Do you know when it? Do you know when it happened? Where you're like, yeah, that fucking guy was around my drink.
No.
Like
No,
you
because
don't
there's not a
know?
lot of people up in VIP, and we also have our own security.
So it was just your best friend that roofied you. Then.
Probably, yeah. You want to get in my pants? Yeah. So So anyway, Light Bright got it too. Like we both got it, and we were like, "What's going on?" And then there was a girl that decided, and I think maybe her like after.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
But she's like, "Are you okay? You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." But I felt it like it's like where
Was it
when
creeping in or how did it
yeah,
start?
it almost hits you. Like
Just
it's
bam.
it's like you drank a bottle of whiskey and then it just hits you.
I watched.
Like-
Side note: have you watched Don't Move yet?
No. I gotta
No,
watch
I saw that's
That
on
just
Netflix.
came
I haven't
out.
watched it.
Yeah. It's about a chick who gets like in the woods and
And
gets
she's,
like
like,
tranquilized basically, and it's like
Yeah,
I gotta
last-
watch
yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's
This
not,
weekend.
it's a good movie.
not me. No,
Well, obviously.
no, I'm not the don't move. But I did tell her not to move. But so what happened was we we ended up going back. Like she's like, this girl, you okay? You okay? Because I'm like, okay. And I felt like this before a long, long time ago, but it's been a while. And I'm like, I don't want to look like an idiot, right? That's in my head. I think we all do that. So keep it cool, whatever, we'll go. So this girl's like, you want to go? You want to go? And apparently I was talking to this girl for a while. I didn't know. That was some of the blurring part. And then me, Light Bright, and her, leave. Light Bright gets some motorcycles there when you get a cab. First off, he was getting a cab. She had her own motorcycle. She goes, I'll drive you. I'm like, okay, cool. So I don't remember this, but we get on her motorcycle and Light Bright told me the whole story. And she starts going and I'm going back and forth, right? Like I'm just, this thing's hitting me. And I took her and the motorcycle down, right on the street, right? And this kind of gives you a picture of what Thai people are like, okay? So I take this girl down, right? I don't know how fast we're going, but I hit the ground. I remember just a lot of Thai people around me
Yeah.
looking down at me. Oh, you okay, mister? Mister, you okay? And all I remember saying, oh, I'm good. I'm like, I right here, it's nice. Because, it's cool. And I'm like laying there. I'm like, it's good. I'm good here. Right? And then, Light Bright's like, come on, man, we got to go. And then the girl, she like parks her bike, and she's like, okay, we're going to take a cab. Right? So a cabbie pulls up. It's like, yeah, well, let's get him. So there's the cab driver, me, and her behind me. Right? So they sandwich me in. She holds me in. And Light Bright's like, dude, you're like nuts, man. Like I was doing the Titanic. Like we were going down like 4 lane, in the middle of the night. And I'm like, look, Ma,
Yeah,
I'm on
no,
the top of the
yeah.
world. I'm going like this, and they're holding me, and I can hear the cab driver, you know, like whatever he's saying, right? But got me home, and then I cried. I cried a lot, right? This really messed me up.
Yeah, yeah,
Emotional.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I was like, my buddy's like, yeah, you start crying. You're like, I'm a man. Like, I'm a man. Like, I can't believe this shit fucked me up. I'm a man. I don't deal with this. Nothing hurts me. What the hell is this? Right? And I didn't know, but he was, he gets nightmares because of this. So the girl's on my bed. We're in the condo, my condo. He's got a condo right next to me. So he's there just to make sure that she doesn't rob me or anything happens, right? You know, bros before hoes, you know that. So anyway,
I'm about to get robbed.
yeah. So I'm like all messed up. I'm crying apparently, right? Saying I'm a man. He goes outside. He leaves me in there by myself with her. He goes for a cigarette, right? And he says, "Yeah." I walk in, and you're standing above her with your pants down. And I'm like, I think I kind of remember that. And I remember you walking in and yeah, you're like, hey, Jay. Yeah. And you got your pants right down. And you're like, I'm almost ready, baby. Yeah. And he's like, all right. And then he goes, my buddy goes, yeah. So soon I was like, what the hell, man? He goes, I just made sure I locked your money and everything in your watch, everything in the safe. And I got the hell out of there. And he goes, I don't know what happened, but because he's the condo right next to me. He goes, but all I heard was, "Wah! Ah! Ah!" Like all these noises coming from the other room. And he's not a noise guy. Like he hates it, right? So he's like, he goes, I don't know what the hell you were doing. And I'm like, honestly, I don't either. Like, I don't, but whatever
Probably
it was.
just crying.
No. Whatever it was the next day, she's like, yeah, let's go out tonight. Right? I'm like, I don't know. Because it was the last night before the guys went back to UK. So I'm like, I don't know. So she messaged me. I'm like, no, the boys are going back to UK. You know, we're all going to hit it. Just me and the boys. That's it. We don't really want anybody. She goes, come on, please let me come with you guys. I will pay for all your drinks. She goes, I don't need you guys to pay for anything. I'll pay for everything. Just let me come.
Because you want to give you drugs.
I'm like, no. And then my buddy's like,
She's like, I'm gonna rob all
No,
these
no,
fuckers
my-
now.
My plan's going perfect. Now instead of one, I got all of them.
yeah, get them all, yeah. But she's like, my buddy's like, all I hear is, I like you did something to that woman, man. Like whatever you were doing, like that girl didn't forget you, and he just kept on calling over and over and over. I was so overwhelmed. I'm like,
Yeah,
no.
because she wanted your watch that she found out was in the safe.
Well, I'm sure it's not my watch.
No, it is.
No,
It is.
No, I knew that.
She roofied you.
You know,
This guy's like,
yeah. Actually, you know, like we don't know, right? You know, but
we know. That's exactly what happened.
but after that fact, like I had
You lost.
no,
This guy's trying to come out with a W.
We don't know. We're just assuming, right? But after that day, like Lightbright just stayed by her like drinks constantly, and like you know,
That's funny.
Yeah, like we were safe, but yeah, no, a lot happened that night.
Yeah, really, like the same. Like, I don't know why I would think that. Probably worse shit happens on a nightly basis
There?
here.
Oh, here.
Oh, here's probably way.
Sure.
Like as far as like,
Yeah, but these guys,
I just mean as far as like,
violence.
yeah, or
by
like
hands down.
not violence or anything, just like criminal, like or dangerousness.
Okay, yeah, hands down.
When it comes
Hands
to,
down.
like-
Thailand's not like that at all.
Yeah.
I mean, Portugal. Wow. Like Portugal, they have bottles on the street, like drinking beer bottles.
Yeah.
Like they sell them on the corners, and everybody's walking around with beer bottles and stuff. It's insane. I was like, this would never happen here.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
It would
yeah,
be
yeah.
People,
It's crazy.
People just take a bottle and just smash somebody over the head.
Yeah.
Like there, when they yell, when they fight, they don't actually hit each other.
They
Yeah.
just whoever yells.
Yeah,
the
they
loudest.
call their mothers names, you know, like
And then just-
the family thing, and you know, we don't like that, right? So we find better words, you know, like
Yeah.
it's you don't see a lot of fights. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, but Thailand, yeah,
We
there's
gotta go to Thailand, bro.
Yeah, or Portugal.
yeah. Portugal's a little more,
My
a lot more
speed.
tame. Yeah. Yeah, it's
would be
definitely your lane.
But how? Like,
Yeah, I think his
guess-
lane is Thailand.
I've been.
Oh, you've been?
I've been.
Where? Bangkok?
I've been. Oh, that's where I landed.
Yeah, that's where I landed too.
And then I went to Phuket,
Phuket. Okay,
Koh Tao,
never been.
Phi Phi Islands.
Yeah.
Where else? Chiang Mai.
Yeah, that's more of a touristy.
Yeah.
That'd be your lane.
And
I'd just go in
that's
the
pretty
jungle
much it.
somewhere. That's my
Chiang
lane.
Mai, yeah.
Yeah, Chiang Mai.
Is
You'd
it?
love it. It's
Yeah.
it's very touristy, safe, right?
And that's pretty much it. I mean, I did the island hopping, so I was there for a month and a half.
Yeah, I want to go to Hua Hin. Hua Hin is like is where the king.
Bangkok was crazy.
Those-
I could only last like 2 or 3 nights, and that's it. That
Why?
was like, because it was too much.
Oh, Pattaya is even worse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's too much.
No,
man.
I loved it. The last night I was there, I was so tired. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. I was on the motorcycle. Yeah, there's another thing. When I was on the motorcycle. But anyway, I'll tell you that in a second. I was on the motorcycle, and I couldn't keep my head up, right? Like, one of the guys that I met, he's from California. He's a stock investor. He said it was cheaper to live in Thailand and do everything there because when he was back there, he'd go to Vegas and he'd blow like $1 million.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like $1 million? He's like, yeah, I blow
Pocket
$1 million
change.
easy. Yeah, for him it was. Anyway, so he
I'd go back for sure.
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, but it'd be a different experience.
Yeah.
I mean, January. It's open, man. Yeah.
I'm going with him. If I go, I'll go with this guy.
Oh,
and Randy
you
can
want to go buy
you-
suits?
you and-
yeah. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
You and Randy go, and
Yeah, we're gonna come back with new tattoos.
yeah, matching
Face
tattoos.
tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love Thailand, man. It's the people there are absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a great experience. I went long time ago, like 2000 and graduated in 2005, 10. Yeah, somewhere in between there, like 2000.
Oh, you went way before me. I did it right before COVID. Like in November, we got back, and then COVID hit. We're like, wow.
Yeah,
we were there with
yeah.
all the Chinese, Indian, where all this came from, right? But we didn't know anything other than it was, a virus. I think everybody was scared because nobody really knew. Now it's kind of like, wow.
No, it was cool, definitely. Like I said, I don't know how it is now, but when I went, it was great.
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, new clubs, new faces, still all
New
the same.
faces. You know a lot of faces down there.
I do. Yeah. Like I the last time I was there,
We gotta have when you guys get back. If you guys
If you
end
get
up going
back.
together,
If
Yeah,
you-
yeah.
if
Oh, we'll
you
get back.
back.
you and Randy gotta come.
there, you know what? There's a thing when you go to Pattaya, right? You ever heard of Pattaya blues?
Well, I never wanted to go down there because it was so extreme.
I love extreme. That's
Yeah.
Pattaya blues. It's a real deal. Like we're like, yeah, this is some BS, right? Like these guys are making this stuff up. Me, Light Bright, we were there for over 3 weeks the first time, and we got back. We were so depressed,
Probably.
like so depressed. Like
Yeah, because it was so great.
it was. It was no
You're on
like,
detox
There's
when
probably
you get
like
back.
a-
You're
that's exactly
detox-
it.
Yeah,
it was
you're
brutal.
on withdrawal.
Yeah, it was brutal. It was brutal. I was like, it's just so dead here. And there were some other things. I got back and I saw so much more entitlement with people than I did there.
Yeah, for
because
sure,
there,
I can
like, there's
imagine.
70, 80-year-olds on the street working to make money. They're not begging. They don't do
Yeah.
that, right? Here, you see somebody. I specifically, when I got back, I went through Timmy's drive-through to get the coffee that put it back in my blood, and I was like, saw somebody take a coffee cup and put it in the change thing for the children. That's entitlement.
Yeah.
That's ignorance. You don't see that there.
Yeah.
You see rats about the size like that look like actually Light Bright's like, wow, did you see that weird cat? Like that's a freaking rat, dude.
Crazy.
Yeah. And cockroaches everywhere. They don't care about cockroaches. It's nothing to them. I think they eat
You
them.
gotta like
Just
you
get
either
accustomed to it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Like
Exactly.
I have no problem with any of that. When you walk down the streets there, it's like it's an array of smells. Like it's just Like at first it's like normal, then you know you just smell like last night's laundry, and then there's just smell of shit, and it's just like it never ends. And it's like you're walking down one street,
Just sensory overload.
yeah, like it's an array that just it keeps on hitting you, right? Cinnabon, ass, you know, like you don't know what's coming up next, and we're like, okay, well, let's avoid this street next time, right? Yeah, and there are streets that you have to avoid there because you just get mangled, like massage places, you know, like the you know one of the things that they always say is it's funny, and my buddy still says it. They're like, "Oh, you so handsome man," you know, like constantly, "You handsome man, you come here, handsome," you know. And he loved it. He loved it. He goes, "You hear that?" They said, "I'm handsome." Yeah.
He doesn't hear that here.
Yeah. You handsome man. Oh, me love you long time, handsome man. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What else?
You know,
Yeah,
like,
he
You
kept
guys
asking.
gotta come back.
You and Randy
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
When
together. When,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing, the motorcycle. When I was there, so I met this girl, of course. And
I have to deal with this every day.
no, listen.
Ridiculous.
Listen. All right, so I met this girl, and it's nothing about like she was smoke show. She was beautiful, right? And her legs, like you know, legs kill. Like I love legs, right? So this girl's legs, super sexy.
Yeah, we got
toned.
it.
Got it. Just painting the motorcycle. You know, I don't have a pen. I can't.
Motorcycle.
Yeah, so we're sitting on a motorcycle. So they sit. They don't just you know sit like we do on a motorcycle. She's sitting on the side with the legs over like this. So I got my leg over like this, right, or her legs over, and I got my hand on her legs, and I'm like, it's silk, man. I'm like, hot, and I'm like, okay, no, we're heading back to my place, right? And you know, in my head, like, you know, I'm already like Pornhubbing. Right? I'm like,
Get this. You got to circle this back to motorcycles.
Motorcycle. You're heading back.
No,
with
it's
the motorcycle.
coming. It's coming. Listen. You got to understand where it's coming from, right?
We got it though.
Okay, so
we
you got-
know automatically by default where.
Okay.
This.
So anyway, because of the situation, you know, Charlie's up, right? And this poor cabbie, every time I went like this, I'd be like stab. I was constantly stabbing this poor cabbie, and then she's like looking back, and I'm just, and the whole time I'm like, Roseanne Barr naked, because I need to calm it down, right? But then those legs, and I was just like, this is a bad situation. Like on a back of a motorcycle that goes back and forth constantly. And I think at one point, I was actually having a threesome, you know, because I had one in the front, one in the back, and it was, and I think she was doing it on purpose because she was very happy.
The lady boy in the back.
Too good. You said it yourself.
No.
Yeah.
No, this one was all lady. I did have one incident where she was like scared. Like she was like this, you know, with the blankets. And I'm like, what's going on? And it freaked me out. Like, I was like, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Right? And I was like, I was so freaked out. I'm like, oh my God, she's got one too. You know, like, and then I literally, I'm like, stop. She's like, oh, wait. I'm like, wait for what? No.
That's pretty aggressive.
And then it's like, I got to see, right? I'm like, pull it back. And she's like, sorry, I don't shave too much. I'm like, oh, all right. Okay. So it's like, you know, a shaved little muskrat. We're good. You know, there's this. I'm
This is what you do too much.
I'm not concerned about that. But thank goodness. And I still talk to that girl. Yeah. She actually invited me this time coming up. She's like, are you coming back to Thailand again? I'm like, yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, with Randy.
Yeah. This girl was not like, she worked at the club. She was a dancer. That's all she did. Right. And I kept on asking her, like, I really want you to come with me. I want to take you out and this, that. She's like, I have to work. No, I don't do that. Don't do that. Then one day she did. And I grabbed her bag and she had like baby clothes and stuff in it. She has a child. Right. I'm like, oh. She's like, yeah, I had to bring it with me to work and everything. So we're outside and I'm like, this is my baby mama. Like this, and she's like, stop. I'm like, this is my baby mama. Just so everybody the guys wouldn't be hitting on her and stuff. Yeah. So we had a good relationship. And then we still talk to this day. And this was 2019. Yeah.
There you go.
I leave memories.
Guy, man, I tell you.
Dude, I create memories.
Do you have any other memories that don't have to do with like ladyboys?
Well, none had ladyboys.
Yeah, right.
I mean, yeah, no. But I mean, yeah, there's a lot.
Someone's in the back.
There's
And I'm in the
you know what? I was a lucky one.
That is just for
I was a
future,
lucky one.
That you can't preface that with like this is a motorcycle story. That's not a motorcycle.
With a motorcycle, man.
Well,
The
technically,
motorcycle was when he fell off the motorcycle.
yeah.
That was the story.
yeah, but technically, there's a motorcycle involved in the
Oh,
whole
God.
situation. And and when I got off the bike, I mean, it was awkward because first I had to put my hand in my pocket, fix the junk, and then get the money out. And I gave her a tip. Of course, that's what you do. She got 2 tips that night. Yeah, that's right.
Damn. How
Yeah.
you deal with this guy?
I don't. Literally, headphones. Like I have to put headphones in. 'Cause I'm like,
Yeah, so yeah, it was good. It was good. But Thailand, man, you'll hear so many people go through so much stuff there. Like it's insane. It's insane. But you have to go to the right places, and you have to take a risk. Because there's places in there that some
No
people are
risk,
like,
no reward.
yeah. Some people are like, I don't think I want to do that. Like I went into a nightclub. We finished the nightclub at 11 in the morning. Went to another one, and I was like, I dance on stages. That's a thing. Like I love to dance, right? Love to dance. And any of my boys will say, I know how to dance. It's not just me saying I like to dance. And, like a dance.
You got moves.
Yeah. And
yeah. You said, fuck this guy.
I do,
He doesn't
dude.
have
I
moves.
do, man. Oh, listen.
I got moves.
I had a full row.
You 100%
I had a full
are the
row. Chinese. There were Chinese. Some guys and some girls, all in full row. I was like on stage. I'm going, and they're all like, "Wow," and pointing at me like they're all
I think
part
it's
of
like
it.
this is a traditional laughing at you, not with you. type
No.
of moment.
No.
You got moves? Yeah, I got
Yeah,
moves.
I got
Michael Jackson right here, man.
well, not quite Mikey, but I was one of the backup dancers. Like,
Oh, God.
dude, I've been doing it for a long time. Yeah, I danced a lot. Yeah, I was always a stage goer. Like I like.
Why don't you go to some like dancing classes around here then to meet some nice quality women? Not
Actually, I was thinking about that. Like honestly, I was thinking like something. I need to do something when I'm not doing much. Right, I do a little bit of work. I train. I enjoyed training in the afternoons. Right. But now it's like, what the hell? What am I doing? The only thing I'm doing now, I gotta go buy a Christmas tree. Yeah, I haven't had a Christmas tree for a couple of years.
You gonna put lights up? Do you put lights and shit up?
I did. I mean, prior when I was with, my ex.
Yeah.
She had 2
that
girls.
reminds me, I probably got to get up on my ladder soon and put. Actually, after Halloween's when everyone really puts them.
Right,
up,
right. So Friday.
No, that's too
Probably
early.
no, dude. I guarantee you, when I drive home on
Yeah.
my street, fucking this weekend, if not like, definitely by next weekend, they'll all be up.
100%. And people are gonna take advantage of the weather. That's why.
Yeah,
Right, this
I
is the
remember
best time to
last
do it.
year I did it, and it was pouring, freezing rain, and I was up on the ladder just trying
remember
not to
that.
die.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. I call him. He's like, fuck, I just got off the ladder. I'm
Soaking
like,
wet,
Jesus.
like freezing rain.
So it's worth
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I mean they look cool,
Yeah.
but the next day was sunny, so I probably could have.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Insult to injury. Like that's brutal.
Check the weather
Yeah.
forecast next time.
I know.
All right. Well, thanks for coming, Paul.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You got to next when Randy
Next?
gets on here, and when you got to just keep pressuring him to go with you.
Don't stop.
To go with me, what, to Thailand?
Yeah,
He's the one who asked me.
yeah, that's how it all starts. Just keep going
Okay.
on him,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, we
You
talked
gotta
about it a
keep
couple
on it.
times. Yeah, okay.
he kept
Be like,
asking me.
schedule your flight. I want to see your schedule.
Well, no, I mean, if we're gonna schedule a flight, like, hey, Randy, let's meet up. Let's go over the itinerary. Let's find something that's gonna work. Let's go.
He kept asking.
He's gonna
me
be in
what-
Costa Rica,
What
actually.
we were gonna talk about and stuff like that, and I told him whatever. Did you write any? I told him to come with a notepad if he wants to know so much what we're gonna talk about.
Who, me?
Paul?
Yeah, no.
Did you nothing you on?
Like
have
I
no
think.
notepad?
No.
You have
in
no
particular?
questions.
No. Like
You got any?
No,
not at
that's-
all.
You got any,
I
like,
don't know.
You got any, like, fun facts?
Yeah, I don't know.
You got any fun facts? It has nothing to do with any kind of sexual innuendos or conversation.
No
What are we
perverted
talking about
shit.
here? Listen. I didn't take it there, right? You took it to
You got
Thailand.
any? You got any fun facts?
Well, he knows how to dance.
I don't. I still.
What, fun facts about me?
No, just in
Yeah,
general.
the dance thing is definitely.
I don't care about those. I've heard those already.
Yeah. I'm a very humble person.
Yep.
Yep.
I am. I'm actually I have like a quiet confidence. How's that? You know?
That's like what someone who says I'm a humble person would say.
Right.
Yeah.
That's because I'm humble. Yeah.
Yesterday he goes, it was just funny. Yesterday we were doing one arm rows, or the other day we were doing one arm rows. And I was like, this is like what our conversations like. This is like, anyway, we were doing, I'm like, hey, let's do like one arm rows on the bench, right? Like bent over one arm rows. He goes, what do you mean like on the bench? Like,
Yeah.
how do you do that? I'm like, are you fucking stupid? Like, have you never done a one arm row before? And I was like, whoa, like, imagine saying that to any other client or like person. I was like,
And to my defense, I don't do them on the bench. I do them off of the
it was just
the
funny.
rack.
My first
right?
instinct
So
was
do
just
I.
like,
Yeah, that's what I'm used to. So he goes on the bench, and then as soon as I get it into the position, I like tweak my shoulder, and I was down for 5 minutes.
Yeah, you fucked him up, man.
no, I didn't do it. That was like a pure like
It's
it's
just
if like
automatic,
he was
yeah.
like this. Like if I went to get up right now and like it's like what the hell
Just happened, and then it was just spazzing. It hurt, and then I just waited. And then
So I guess you got to ask two things. You got to ask if because you might have set your. I got to talk to. You got to ask if you can do the same training for November.
You want to do the high rocks? You gotta ask.
yeah, I'm gonna ask Mike.
Just say we'll do
Ask
like
for
it's not
permission.
cardio. Like just
Listen.
no,
I honestly, I would love to compete in high rocks. I mean, in a year from now,
we
I
should
would
do
love
it
to
this
be in
month.
that.
And like even if he just say I'm just gonna change my training style to a little more like functional. Just say that like functional kind of like a little bit higher intensity versus like whatever, and then that's that.
Yeah, I mean, I explained to him what we did on a Friday,
Yeah.
and he freaked out.
Yeah, well, that was like hardcore. Like you can't do that.
But that's high rocks.
I know, but like to intensity wise, like it's not like you could do this instead of a run. You could do the bike. We did it the bike once, and it was like 25%
okay.
less intense.
Okay.
You could do a run that's like that's a different like you could do that workout one way, or you could do that workout one way.
Well, I am.
Like,
I'm checking in with him on Friday. So
Okay, so ask him because
ask.
we're gonna
Yeah, yeah.
start.
I would love
on
to do that.
Monday. We're gonna do like a 4-week just to change it up.
yeah, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that probably is going to lean me down.
Yeah.
I would hope.
Yeah.
I'm the same weight for 4 months. 5
It
months.
doesn't matter though.
No, it
Your
doesn't. I mean,
composition
like,
changes.
yeah.
Let's
Body
not go down
composition's the
this
same,
rabbit hole.
right?
This is what our fucking workouts are like every single day. It's like
Man,
my
nothing's
weight
working,
this, it's
man.
like this, that.
No, but I have-
Paul's not pessimistic when it comes
no.
to it. He's just over analytical. So it's just
That's all
like-
it is, exactly.
It's over analyzing, and it's just like then
Yeah.
looking.
But that's what he said though too. He's like, he wants facts.
he's not like
Yeah.
you're not like bummed or like
No, not at
frustrated
all.
in any way. It's
no,
like
I mean, I am an analytical person. I need to. Okay, but this is happening. Why?
Yeah.
And I'll continue to ask the question until I get the answer.
But it's like, especially with your changing like body, and it's like it's always doesn't always make sense and or have a clear depiction of what it is until 6 months after the fact. You know,
Yeah.
when you can like look back at
true.
the big picture and
I mean,
like,
look where we
really
are today,
figure it out.
right?
Yeah,
Like we talked about it today.
yeah.
So my weight originally was 182. I'm 7 pound difference from where that is.
Yeah,
7 pounds, and that was January 31st.
yeah. But the same thing is like a fairly significant difference in body
composition.
Yeah.
It's like at the end of the day, if you
Huge.
eat well like you do, and you train hard like you do, like it's going to happen.
It has to.
Like you can't. That's it.
Yeah,
So-
and that was always my theory. Like it has to change. But the problem was like I thought that even by training so hard, but my calorie deficit was too low, and I was training much harder. I was burning the calories that I ate in that entire day. So I could burn 3,000 calories in 2 days.
We used to
when
have
were
like
training.
competitions all the time.
Yeah.
You can have like,
Yeah.
you know, and so we would
I
just
wouldn't
go,
stop. There'd
like
be nights
I
that-
was,
Yeah.
It's like 11:58, and I'm running.
and I'm just
like,
getting out of the
this guy
pool,
win.
right?
Yeah.
Or like that was when I was like, that was right to the end of like like Ironman.
Yeah, you were starting.
prep. So
yeah,
like,
you were training for it.
so
yeah.
it was like, yeah.
And I'm like,
psychopath mode, more or less.
And even you, like, I mean,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm exhausted. And he's like, I'm tired too. It's like, but we couldn't stop.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be on like the Airdyne, like just
Yeah.
kicking it,
Trying
you
to
know,
get
waiting
it.
for him to show up. And then I'm getting it in, you know, then we do a full
numbers.
Yeah, we do a full workout, right? I go home, I get ready, and then I work out again. And I just continue. That was my day. Like, it was nonstop.
Yeah.
Like, before I even got here, like, he didn't, because he found out what time I closed off one of my rings, right? Anyway, I would wake up early morning, get on the treadmill, do a run or an incline or something that really pushed me. And I do it for 45 minutes to an hour. Then I take a shower and come to train.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, when you're having competitions, and not to sound like a douchebag, but when it's like running, working out, biking, swimming,
Right.
and you're like a competitive person, you're like, this is my, like, I gotta, like,
I have
keep
to do
up
it. Yeah,
somehow.
and that's exactly it.
But like that wasn't like it was fun, but like you couldn't
was.
do that all the time. Like there's
Right.
also you have to be aware of the like unhealthy aspect of like doing that. Just
Yeah,
to,
but
like,
it's a mental
good
thing.
every now and then for sure.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a mental thing for me. Like, I like competition,
Yeah.
and I like pushing myself.
Well, it keeps you going too, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It gives you goals, and
Yeah.
you know, like, I mean, to beat him, I
doesn't get
mean,
boring,
he,
you know?
he does Ironman, right? So you do an Ironman, and for me to even compete close to
Yeah,
what you're
yeah,
doing, you know, it's a huge feat for
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
right? In my eyes, right? Be like, yeah, I won. You know,
I beat his ass.
Yeah,
I beat
twice,
Mr.
right?
Iron Man.
I beat you twice.
Ooh.
Yeah, because we upped my
Because you
calories.
got the handicap the next time. Yeah.
No, I added to mine. No, I added another 20% on top of mine because I started at 600, then went 780, and then I just barely beat you there, barely. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to go back over that.
Oh, I got it.
You
on.
lost.
It's right here. Yeah, yeah.
All right,
It's
anything
here.
else?
It's here.
You got anything else?
No, we want him back
No.
with Randy. I want that.
Yeah, no, we can do that
In February.
Yeah, I can come back before Randy. I mean, I enjoy this. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's that's what it is, right? Like
Yeah.
even that's like it's hard to like you don't almost don't want to like make it too structured, but now you know that like the gist of it is.
Yeah.
You could like easily have
so
something
chill.
to talk about, like
Yeah,
or
very chill.
Or
Yeah,
if
yeah.
something happens in the week, right? Like I don't know, like did anything crazy happen this week, like in the world
No,
or
just
news?
the
Like
lawsuit that we just saw. That was crazy.
yeah,
Yeah,
Trump
that's ridiculous.
Next week,
Yeah, next week we're coming election soon, so we'll
Next
see what
week.
happens there. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
Tuesday.
did anything crazy happen?
No,
I'm sure it
I
did.
mean,
Obviously,
I almost
but,
killed
like,
somebody on the way here. But that's another thing. Yeah. Yeah. Guy's wearing all black on a black bike, and he's Indian.
Well, yeah, it's like the guy might be wanting to get hit by a car then or something.
Exactly. Like there's no lights, no
looking
nothing.
for a lawsuit,
Like
man.
I took a picture of it,
Quick
but
buck.
if you look at my picture that I took, all you see is like taillights and nothing. But he's
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
like right there. You know, and I almost hit him twice. Like,
Jeez.
So if there's
crazy.
anything next time you think would be
well, next time we were
Cool
talking
about
about
it.
Christmas. I got to do Christmas tree now. I got to go buy a Christmas tree tomorrow. Do that, and
do you
so-
have lots of kids that come around your house for Halloween?
I don't know. I just moved into this place. And last Halloween, I was actually, where was I? I think I was at mom's. I don't know. I wasn't around, so I'm not sure. But the neighbors.
Would you get a bowl and shit, and or you just turn all the lights off?
I
and-
can't. I'm turning off the lights.
Yeah,
Yeah, Vera's going to her sister's. I'm turning off the lights and staying with the dog because my dog's just gonna
Yeah.
go crazy.
I don't know what we'll do.
Well, I got
'cause-
a date.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so the date's going to be, we're
Hey,
going to.
what's
How do we not? Somehow we're back here.
Hey, just to make a point.
Somehow.
I'm not
Somehow. I'm just saying I'm buying-
not giving
I'm going
candy
to buy
away.
Christmas
I got a
tree.
date.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm turning off the lights.
All right, that's
We're
good.
gonna eat candy ourselves.
All right,
You know, no.
I'm shutting your
Yeah.
mic off.
Yeah, no, but yeah, no, we're gonna
Yeah.
go buy a Christmas tree. That's.
Nice.
I think that's a pretty good date.
Yeah, you gonna get a real one?
I'm
no.
getting a real one.
No.
100%.
Yeah, no, like yeah, I can't deal with the
You
mess.
don't do real?
No,
You guys aren't doing real? I'm
we haven't
doing
done a real in a. I don't fuck. I know growing up I always did, but I don't. No, it's
When I figure it'd drive you crazy.
it's
All the pine needles, like
did
cleaning
we-
it constantly.
where did
Dead squirrels, like I just annoy the hell out of me.
we- Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, no, I'm buying one as many lights as
actually, This is
possible.
another thing we gotta. I don't know what talk about dead squirrels. You gotta come to the. We gotta bring him to the range with us.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dead squirrels, eh?
Next time we go.
Yeah. I'm
100%.
There's no dead squirrels there.
Yeah, I'm
just
down.
saying, like,
I'm down.
Yeah, because we were
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
this, and You've never
Let's do
shot anything? Like
Yeah, never, ever.
a gun? I don't mean like a thing, but like
Yeah, no, I haven't. Yeah.
like hunting or anything like that.
No, I haven't. No, my dad was a hunter, military. Yeah,
Nice.
he shot everything.
All right, that's good for now because you. I guess he's yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll take him next time.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
down. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
We
be
got to
awesome.
go use it up a couple more times. before
Oh,
the
I'm
end of the
definitely
year.
gonna go. Yeah,
I'll let you know when we go out on a Saturday or something.
All right, what are we shooting?
shotguns
Oh, that.
and rifles, high-powered rifles.
Just targets,
Yeah,
And then
obviously.
squirrels. No, my buddy Kev eats squirrels. So I mean,
I mean, you could go to a farm. Yeah. This is
No.
somehow we get
No.
all fucked up when we talk.
seriously.
All right, that's good. We
But
fucking
he's great.
tried to
They-
end this
they-
a couple times already.
All right. Well, thanks for
Okay,
coming.
good.
yeah, thanks.
We'll have you again. We'll have you again.
yeah. No, I
We're
look
cutting
forward
It
to
was
it.
off.
awesome.
I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, your viewership just went up like 100-fold. Yeah.
Until next time. Thanks for listening. See ya.